All right, what's good, guys? IG Squad here, and welcome back to another episode of Phone Diving Adventures. This one is for August of 2023. I'm pretty hyped for this one. We did pretty well last time, and I know we already have some stuff on tap. And yeah, I think we got a pretty good episode planned, so let's go and get into it. Alright, so as I record this clip, I have just finished editing last month's Phone Diving Adventures. It is jam-packed. It is over an hour long. Not that much, not that far over an hour, but close enough. But that episode is jam-packed. This one likely won't be too jam-packed, but it is a good episode. So it is going to be up in 2 days' time as I'm recording this. So make sure to go watch that. It'll be up here, as always, or it's up there. I'm stupid. Anyways, but it is actually 2 days before we do the dive. I don't know why I'm recording this so early, but I'm probably going to hit the university bin right now. Just go check it, because I've been over there in almost 2 weeks, I think. Has it been 2 weeks? I'm honestly not sure. I don't really keep track of when I go to the university bin because it's so crappy. There's no real point in keeping track of it, but we're going to head over there. We're just going to go check it out, see what we can find, or see what we can't find because it's a terrible bin, and save all the good stuff for the actual dive. It should be a solo dive again. It should just be me. Carson will pop up later, but it is August, which means that we probably will start collabing again next month, hopefully, because we do go back to classes. We start our sophomore year of college, and we will be living pretty close together, not in the same apartment, but pretty close. So, yeah. But that's what's on tap for this Phone Diving Adventures. Maybe a little bit of a vlog, too. I don't know. But, yeah, let's head over to the university bin and see what we can't find. Well, you won't be surprised about this. I didn't find anything. Just batteries. You know. Your average university bin run. Nothing unusual. Alright, so today is the day of the dive. We still have a little bit of time before we have to head out and make our way over to the mall. But I am excited for this one. I think we're going to do good. So, recap from last time, because we got some stuff. We did actually a pretty decent amount. All right, so we found 7 total phones last time. We did really, really well. So just to recap, if you haven't seen that video, here it is. So Carson ended up with 3 finds. So he had 2 dumb phones. He had the Nokia Mural, which is this really cool looking flip phone. I think it's from 2009. It looks really, really sick. So, and I think he bought a battery for it. So hopefully it is working now. And then I also gave him a Samsung Blackjack 2. It is a red one, which is a really cool color, but I already have a Samsung Blackjack 2. So I wanted him, and he doesn't have any, modern Windows mobile phones. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it to him. It'll be all good. And then the last one he has is a space gray iPhone 5S, which is cracked, is not turning on. It's a 64 gig, and from what I saw, I think it was FMI on, so not great, but whatever. It's just an iPhone 5S. And then the 4 phones that I ended up with, the dumb phone is the Pantech Swift. It's this little slider phone. Kind of has this angle to it. It's pretty cool. I don't have a battery for it, but I'm hopefully going to get one in the near future and get that working. The only phone that I actually have working right now is this gold iPhone 6S. It works. It's a 16 gig. It's on iOS 13, and I'm just going to leave it there because I want space to download apps and use the phone. So I'm not going to put iOS 15 on this. But it works. It's in pretty good shape. The frame's actually in pretty decent shape. The screen has an LCD splash on it, and the Touch ID sensor does not work. But nothing too bad there. I found this white iPhone SE 2nd generation, or iPhone SE 2020. There's a lot of things weird for this phone. So as you can see, it's in terrible shape. It's in absolutely horrible condition. It's FMI on. It's a 64 gig. The LCD is completely destroyed. There's no camera glass. Yeah, this phone needs a lot of repairs, and I probably won't even do much with it. I'll probably, just use it for parts. The frame's in pretty rough shape, too. I mean, it's usable. It's not like it's dented or anything, but it's not great. So, yeah. So not a whole lot I can do with this. This phone, it's locked to Boost Mobile, too, so that kind of sucks. You can't really unlock it. And it was purchased, so the FMI checker I use, it shows you, an estimated purchase date. And this was showing it was purchased 6 months after the 5G iPhone SE came out, which, if Boost Mobile was really selling these 6 months after the 5G one came out, that is weird. And then the last one, the only Android phone we found, is this Galaxy J7 2018. It's a J7 Crown. It is in great shape, but the charging port does not work, and it's Google locked, so there's really nothing I can do with it. So I'm actually going to take this phone today and use it as a throwaway at the AT&T bin. Because the charging port doesn't work, it's not really worth it to fix. It's just a J7, and I just got another working 2018 J7 that I had on my FRP pile that actually has a usable charging port. So this one with a non-usable one, not really much I'm going to be able to do. So I'm just going to get rid of this and grab some more stuff at the AT&T bin. But let's go, let's hang out a little bit, and then let's go find some phones. All right, we are on our way out to make it out to the mall. First stop is leaving where I live, and then we'll make it onto the subway. So, if you remember from last time, multiple times I said that in the AT&T bin, the one thing that I didn't get that I wanted was an iPhone 10. There was an iPhone 10 in there that was sticking out. I didn't get it because I wanted to get out. Hopefully that's still there. I'm sure it is because the AT&T bin is never emptied, but I don't know if anybody else dives there or not. I don't think so, besides me and Carson, so yeah, but we are going to go see if we can secure that iPhone 10 among with other phones, so let's do it. We just made it over to the mall. I actually got caught up on the phone with my friend on the way, or leaving the bus to get over to the subway station, but we got here pretty quickly. The subway, there's one that's quicker and one that's slower, and the quicker one literally got there as soon as I rolled up to the station. So we were chilling, and we're here now, so let's go find some phones. All right, well, that wasn't great. Wasn't terrible, but Target was a fail. It was pretty full, but there was nothing that I could really feel, and I didn't wait for long because employees were restocking like right there. They usually don't care at the Target, but I just don't want to take the chance. But I did get some stuff at AT&T, so that iPhone 10 is actually an iPhone 10s. So it's the second 10s I found in from there. Unfortunately, it is absolutely obliterated. Yeah, it's destroyed. But if it's FMI off, I'm going to frame and board swap it with my other iPhone 10s and make it almost perfect. I don't have a perfect screen, but that screen on my other one works just fine, so I'll just use that. Outside of that, I found, this is a terrible angle, I found another LG B470. It's in pretty good shape, but these are pretty, run-of-the-mill, boring. Nothing really too good to that. I found this pretty new, unbranded AT&T phone, so I'm hoping this is better than the Radiant Core. It's the V340U, so I'll have to look at what that is. And then I'm considering this the best find. I found a slate black iPhone 5, and it's in good shape. So hopefully, if that all goes to plan, I have a working iPhone 5. So that's pretty cool. So not a great day, but good enough, I guess. Yeah. What we got is what we got. All right, we just got back home. Here are the finds. We have this LG B470. It's actually in pretty decent shape. Let's see if it'll boot. I'm gonna guess no. Nope. But it does have a battery, so I will test that. This iPhone 5, I can't really show you too much of it. I'm hoping it died. Did it? Nope. But this iPhone 5 kind of blows, so it has a wallpaper, so I can't show you it. But it's FMI on. It's a 16 gig locked to AT&T. It is on iOS 7. Whoops. It's on iOS 7. It is, yeah, it's in great shape. It has an alphanumeric passcode, so there's not really much guessing I can do. So, yeah, that kind of blows. Sucks. First iPhone 5 I find is on iOS 7, but is pretty much useless, and it has a bad power button. So, yeah. So I have to keep the iPhone 10s in a bag. I'm gonna check the FMI status on it in a little bit and just see what is up with that. But yeah, this thing is throwing shards out, so I gotta keep that in there. And then we have the AT&T Fusion Z. This actually had 5% battery. It was on when I pulled it out of the bin. It does work. There's no Google Lock. It just needs reset. So, yeah. So, not a great day, but not a terrible day. I'm going to go and wipe some of these down. And we'll check the FMI status on the iPhone 10s. Who's ready to see phones cleaned at a garbage angle? I don't know what the point of that was. Let's grab some alcohol. Let's get to work. Let's start with this LG B470. This thing looks like it's in pretty good shape. This is technically the second B470 I have. I do have a Cricket version, but that's technically the B460. At least according to the backplate. So, clean up that front plate. I'm assuming this will work. I mean, not too interesting. Let's clean up those sides. I think there was some dirt inside of the back door. So I'll get that out. You mother humper. Bugs on bugs on bugs. Let's clean the inside. The screen is pretty nasty. But is that screen damage? Looks like something in there is messed up. Doesn't look great. Hell of a lot cleaner though, I'll say that now. This keypad looks pretty nasty too. But we'll give it a nice little clean. So it looks like this might have a little bit of screen damage. I don't know how well you're going to be able to... Oh, yeah. Right there. We'll see what's up with that. Is it a... It's not... You can't feel it on the surface. But I wasn't able to get that off. Yeah, there's definitely some dusty shit in here. There's no SIM card. I don't know if these actually need a SIM card or not, but I have some AT&T backups if it does. Ugh, God, that's nasty. Oof, yeah, that's pretty gross. All right. Well, we'll plug this in a little bit upstairs and see what we can get. But not too bad. Not too bad. Man, I'm pissed about this iPhone 5. Could have had a perfect iPhone 5 slate black, which is honestly probably my favorite iPhone color ever. It just looks so good. But yeah, not much that's going to be able to be done with this. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. Alright, yeah. Not much I'm going to be able to do with this iPhone 5. Man, that fucking blows. Alright, let's clean up this AT&T Fusion Z. So this isn't actually made by the same company that makes the Radiant Core, or the same manufacturer. This is made by a manufacturer named VinSmart. Never heard of them, but it looks decent actually. I like the design on the back here. Makes a funny noise. Yeah. Pretty cool design actually. Let's clean that screen up. So it is slightly cracked, but the screen, the like couple of minutes I was able to get it to see it working, it looked just fine. So yeah, and it is USB-C, so that is pretty nice. I don't know when this came out. I want to say it was probably 2021, if I had to take a guess. Maybe 2020, because the Radiant Core came out in 2019. This is, even without using it at all, is already significantly better. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, slightly cracked, but looks totally usable. So I'm gonna plug it in and we'll get it working. Pretty sweet looking charging glyph interface here. Glyph interface, just charging animation when it's off. That's pretty sweet. I like it. All right, let's check the FMI status on this iPhone XS. Oh, I'm hoping it's FMI off, because if it's FMI on, then I don't know what to do with this. I really don't. Let's see here. Let me hop into my FMI checking tool. And let's grab a SIM tool. On out. Oof. Do we have a SIM card? We have an AT&T SIM card. There's the INEI. Alright, let's give it a shot here. It's hard to see. Oops. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Oh, please be FMI off. Please. Please. It's unlocked, but it's FMI on. It was purchased in 2021. Brand new. What the hell? Huh. 64 gig. Refurbished. Okay, so it was bought as a refurb from Apple, I guess. Fuck me. FMI on. That fucking blows. I might even still do the swap just to see what it has on it, but I'm going to assume nothing. Or I'm going to assume it's, yeah. Damn, that sucks. All right, well, while we wait for the Fusion to get some juice into it, let's go try out this B470, see what we can get. All right, let's give this a shot here. That is plugged in. Okay. There we go. Come on. There we go. Hello. And no, the screen looks fine. All right, cool. Charging. All right. So I can boot it up here. Insert SIM. All right. So we're gonna need that. I think I have some extra AT&T SIMs that I can use, so I'll shut that down for now. Jesus, that's loud. All right, well that works. So we'll let that charge for a little bit, and then we'll grab an AT&T SIM and see what's on it. All right. Well, I got the Fusion Z on here, so I'm just gonna reset it if I can find the, where is it? System? Reset options, erase all data. I don't know if this has a Google account or not, but let's just do that. All right, I got the B470 awake, and there is almost nothing on it. So basically completely reset. Let's fix that date and time there. All right, this ultra wide camera is being good. All right. Jesus Christ. All right. All right, so it's the next day, and I've been playing around with this AT&T Fusion Z kind of a lot. I was listening to music on it all last night, and it is way better than the AT&T Radiant Core. I will say that now. I think the fact that it has USB Type-C already helps it. Still has a headphone jack. I was testing the cameras a little bit. They're fine. Probably better than the Radiant Core, but, you know, still low-end phone cameras. The screen's pretty decent. It's fast. The battery life is fine. It's not great, but probably still better than the Radiant Core. So yeah, better than the Radiant Core, but still a low-end phone. Alright, so it has been a few days since I have hopped on here. But we got some stuff coming up today. So, we are going to hopefully 3 bins today, at least 2, but if not 3. So, we are going to the area where my normal target is, to probably either get harassed by a security guard or find nothing. That's pretty typical at this point, but we're going to give it a try. Where is my hat? I don't know where my hat is. That's cool. Anyways, but we're going over there. There's also an AT&T pretty close to that target, so we're going to check that. And there's also a Verizon not too far. I've never done a dive at a Verizon. I don't even know if this one has a bin or not, but we will check and see if it does. So that'll be interesting to find out. So we have that. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go get my hair cut. I need it desperately. As you can tell, my hair is getting long. So we're going to go get this cleaned up and go get that done. So let's do that first. All right, just got my hair cut. Looking good. Definitely needed that. So that's all set. So right now I am going to head off to the area where the Target, the AT&T, and the Verizon are. They're all pretty close to one another. The Verizon is a little bit further from the Target and the AT&T, but should be all good. Hopefully we find something at least. I do have a sort of decoy. I have the shells of the LG AX155. That should be enough for AT&T and Verizon. I still don't even know if that Verizon has a bin, but we're going to go check it out. I need to go get gas first because I only have 53 miles on my tank. So I'm going to go do that, and then I am going to go to Target. All right, just got gas and just came over to the Target, so we're going to go check this out. I really hope there's no security guard. I really hope there's no security guard because that would suck. But we are just going to go see what we can do and hope it plays out. Well, I checked the Target. There was no security guard, but nothing that I could see. And I'm sure I'm sure there's stuff underneath, but since we're going to these extra bins, I'm not going to bother checking it, even though I don't have high faith that we're going to find anything. But the AT&T is right over here, so let's just go see how crowded it is. Probably screw around in there for a little bit, and then we'll probably head over to the Verizon and just check it. So yeah, but since we're going to Florida, I feel a little bit better. Nothing's going to top the S22 Ultra, but I remember I think I saw a 7 Plus in there last time, which I do want. So if that's still there, I'll grab that. If there's something else, I'll grab that. But we have 8 days we had 8 days of waiting to see what happens. So yeah, but let's go check this AT&T. All right, well, I checked the AT&T. It wasn't super busy, but there was just enough of a clear path for me to check it. It's kind of like right by the employee door, so it's not a great spot. Couldn't feel anything at the top, and I'm not ripping the lid off it at AT&T because that's just not a good idea. So, sheesh. Yeah, this is kind of a mess. I'm gonna go over to the Verizon in hopes that it has a bin. I am terrified about going to a Verizon bin because they hate people. But we're gonna go see what we can do. And the final report, the Verizon does not have a bin. So that's great. So this was an ultimate fail. But well, that blew complete ass. So yeah, I'm kind of heavily reliant on Florida. I mean, I am going to be getting the S22 Ultra back in a couple of weeks, and hopefully going to be getting that fixed, or fixing it myself. No disrespect to Carson's sibling or anything. I know, methods change all the time. Anyways, I actually stopped at Starbucks on the way out. Got this new frozen pineapple passion fruit. Let's see. That's good. It's a very mild taste. Yeah, I like it. First few sips I'm not tasting a lot, but I do taste flavor, so yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know if I would use it as a default drink, but that's good. I give it like a 8 out of 10. CEO of Piss Bucket Park Jobs. It's a Honda HR-V. How f***ing shitty do you have to park it? Now he's trying to back up. Dude. I have no words. What the flying f***? Well, luckily, we are not completely out of content for this part of Phone Diving Adventures. We didn't get any new phones, but we are getting a battery in for one of the phones that I got in the last Phone Diving Adventures, which is the Pantech Swift. This battery, I ordered one a couple days ago, and it should be coming in today, so that will be interesting to check out. So, yeah, hopefully this phone works just fine. I mean, I was getting a insert battery warning when I tried to plug it in, so yeah, should be fine. But I am actually pretty interested to check this thing out. Definitely something kind of unique in terms of dumb phones I have. So, yeah, definitely excited to check it out. All right, the Pantech Swift battery has arrived. Let's open it up here and get it installed. And that is a PBR55J battery, so that is perfect. That is exactly what we're looking for. Now, how do I get this little sleeve open? Yeah, this is a brand new battery. Cool. That's really small, too. Like, that is way smaller than I was expecting. Anyways, let's install it here. Perfect fit. Cool. I'm sure it has no charge. It does not, but let's plug it in. All right, let's plug the Pantech Swift in here. And it is, I think that means it needs time. I think that's what that means. Or is that not a compatible charger? I can't tell what that means. That might mean not a compatible charger. Hold on. No, I think that just means it needs time. All right, well, we'll let it go. There we go. We are charging. Let's go ahead and boot it up. Pantech. All right. Insert SIM card. Okay. All right, so I'll need to drop a SIM card in. I'll go grab one from one of my 3GSs. All right, that shouldn't be an issue. Pop the SIM card in it. Let's go ahead and boot it back up. Hopefully there's no like passcode or anything on this. I haven't had that issue with a dumb phone yet. This thing takes a minute to boot up. There we go. SIM checking. All right, there we go. Looks pretty good. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, all right. It's kind of a cool interface. I guess that's the home button. Yep. All right. All right. That's actually pretty cool. Let's turn some sound on here. The screen's actually really solid. Like, That's a slightly different AT&T tone, but all right. Yeah, this thing was pretty cool. I'm definitely going to play around with it. All right, so we're in Florida, and we did pretty well last time finding that S22 Ultra. So I'm about to head up to the Target right now. I have to get a few things. And we're going to check the bin, just see what we can find. I doubt that the stuff from last time is going to be in there. If it is for some reason, I think I saw a 7 Plus last time, so I'm going to try and get that. But let's just go see what we can do. Hoping for some stuff. All right, so no S22 Ultra, but that's kind of to be expected. But we actually did pretty well. The bin was basically empty, but I grabbed the 2 phones that were in there. So it was a gold S7 and a black S7 Edge. So total score for this trip, I am more than happy. I finally have an S7 Edge. It looked like it might have a small hairline crack in it, although it looked like it could also be a screen protector, so not bad at all. Definitely a score for this trip. Alright, so I finally have a chance to show you the phones that I got from the Target. The bin was basically empty, but we got 2 pretty good things. So here's the S7 Edge. Has kind of a beat up case on it, but it's probably usable for a little while. So the front, it has a pretty big, it's pretty scratched up. It has this pretty fat scratch, but it looks okay. Back's a little cracked, but you can't feel really any of that, so that's not too bad. I have to wait till we get back home to clean it. And then the standard S7 is here in gold. I did get a battery charging sign for like a second on the S7 Edge, but we need to go back to the apartment to actually test it, so we'll do that. But here's the S7 in gold. Back is good on this one, has a little bit of cracking down on the front corner, but that again doesn't look too bad. I think for the little second that I had the Edge up, I just put the case on back upside down. That's real nice. Anyways, for a second, having the S7 Edge, I think I did see a pink line in the AMOLED, but other than that, it looked fine. So that's not bad at all. So yeah, 2 pretty good Galaxy S7s, and I'm super happy to finally have an S7 Edge. I have wanted one for a long time. All right, so both the S7 and S7 Edge work. I have to charge them both up now. I was setting them up a little bit, but what's the cool thing about them is they're actually not US models. They are on the carrier called Movistar. I think that's a Mexican carrier. I would assume that's where they came from because they were both defaulting to Spanish on the setup screen. So I would assume, or maybe like Guatemala or something. I don't know. Guatemala, I don't know. But yeah. But I'm letting these charge for now. The S7 Edge, it looked like it was having some erratic battery issues, but you know, at least it's not swelling, so I'm probably not going to replace it. I got to replace the battery in my black standard S7 because that's starting to kind of expand a little bit. So yeah, I'll eventually do that. But we are looking good for now. So pretty sweet pull. All right, so it has been about 2 days since I've got the 2 S7s, the S7 and S7 Edge. So the S7 Edge has a very garbage battery. It's not good at all, but it works just fine. And I found where these actually came from. They're not from Mexico, but they're actually from Chile, which is really cool. Because I still kept the Movistar installed apps on the S7 Edge, and one of them is the Movistar Chile app, so that's pretty cool. So pretty sure I'm the only collector that has phones from Chile, at least in the US. So if we take a look here, swipe up, this thing is 6% battery, so it's gonna die in like 5 minutes, or it's gonna die like in any second. So you see that Movistar app, so if I tap that if it actually wants to load before it dies. Also, yes, it does have some OLED damage. A little bit right there, and pink line. That just showed up this morning, for the most part. It wasn't really doing that before, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. It'll go into the Google Play Store, yes. Movistar TV Chile. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, this item is not available in your country, obviously, but that is super cool to have that. I'm going to shut this down before it dies. And then here's the standard S7. This thing, the battery on this is okay. I think the battery health, when I did that first test, it said it was at like 39% battery health, which is pretty bad. This one, I don't know if I did a, 44%, so not good either. But this one's running okay. So, yeah. That one, I was taking some photos of it, it was at like 49%. And then by the time I got to where I was going, which is like 2 minutes away, it was at 7%. Not even kidding. So yeah, battery on that thing sucks. Alright, so we've been waiting weeks to shoot this, but we're finally here with Carson.
What's up, everyone?
The noise is kind of a problem in here, but we've got some stuff to take a look at. So, not a great selection from the bleep that. But the main run. So, the most basic is basic, the B470.
I swear, everyone finds this phone eventually. I mean, I literally have like at least 4 of these. These are so common. It's kind of hilarious. They're so fun to mess with, though. They're really easy to mod. So yeah, that's always exciting.
Yeah, there's a little bit of screen damage on the internal.
Oh yeah, like the screen glue's coming off. That happens with these.
It works.
phones.
It works fine. There was almost nothing on it when I got it.
Yeah.
Didn't even have a SIM card. So
interesting. Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah. Here's the 5.
Okay, not in bad shape at all, actually. This is very respectable, except for some, like, minor frame, like, dings, but that's really common on these slate ones. These slate ones are so easy to mess up, but this one doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty nice, actually. I don't remember how many slate ones I have, but I think if I have one, or all of the ones I have are not in good shape, so this is a very nice addition.
Yeah. And this, so that one's FMI on, but you said that your sibling knows how to bypass
My
them?
sibling knows how to bypass the pin, and there's a chance there's something going on with like Apple where you just like submit an IMEI, and if the iCloud's been inactive for like 2 years, they just get rid of FMI iPhone. So it's something you should try with your FMI on phones.
Especially my 10S.
Yeah, I was telling that like, oh, he needs to try that with his 10S. Yeah, give that a shot. I'll teach you how to do that later. But isn't this one on iOS 7 too?
Yep, iOS 7. I
don't care for the whole rare iOS wow type of thing, but it is kind of neat. So I'll make sure this gets bypassed.
Here's an unusual one, the AT&T Fusion Z.
So this has to be newer because it just like the fact that it has USB-C and it looks kind of modern for an ultra budget phone, but it has USB. That's impressive, but this is weird. These little budget phones are really interesting. It's cool to have. I mean, I like this little back design. It's actually not. It doesn't feel bad to hold either.
It's not made by Tinno. Thank God. It's made by VinSmart. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I have not heard of that ODM. I've only heard of Tinno and Wingtech, but interesting.
Yeah, it's not bad. The only thing, it only has 16 gigs of storage because that's what it is. I think it was made in 2021. So
it's still recent for like a phone like this. That's cool though. I mean, I'll take it.
And it has a 720p display, so it doesn't look like complete garbage.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's respectable for a mid-range phone.
Are you ready for destruction?
Oh yeah. That's how this bin goes sometimes.
The second 10S I found.
What happened to this poor thing? Oh my goodness. Wow. Someone like had to like drop this off like a really high up building, or like purposely run this thing over. And tell you what though, the frame is still in good shape.
I don't know how the stainless steel frames are just tanks.
Yeah, this frame is still like very nice looking, but that's the only nice looking thing.
The
about
notch is
phone.
like completely gone.
Yeah, that. Oh my! I cannot imagine Face ID still working on this phone.
No.
Absolutely not.
Everything would have to be replaced.
No, literally. This is crazy.
And what's
my
crazy about it
God.
is it was purchased 2 years ago, refurbished from Apple.
Yikes.
So that. First off, who the hell is buying a 10S that uses their daily in 21?
Yeah.
Battery life sucks. The 10S was just not that great of a phone.
Yeah, the 10S is quite mid, honestly. I mean, especially now, but even then, it was never good. Like, I remember one of my uncle or something like that in my family had a 10S and was new, and he's like, yeah, this thing kind of sucks. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is crazy. This is just, oh, and I can feel the wireless charging portal. This is just, I don't
It's
even know.
unreal.
Yeah.
I knew it was messed up, but when it was sitting in the AT&T bin last time, it was just, all I could see was the back. I did not see the screen at all.
Yeah,
and
no,
when
I
I saw
gotcha.
that, I was like, whoa.
Well, if Apple approves an iCloud, like an FMI, like if Apple really takes the iCloud off that phone, like they approve the thing, I will restore it if it shows any signs of life.
Honestly, yeah.
Like I'll do it.
And because it was a refurb, it's unlocked.
That's true. That's an excellent point. And that's better than my other second best iPhone, my 10R. So I mean, if that can become FMI off, I'll restore that. I don't care.
Yeah. You got a lot of restore projects in the
I
pipeline.
do. I really do. I need to get on that stat.
So I figured just quickly I'll show you the phones I got in Florida. So here's the S7.
Ooh. It's really respectable condition. I mean, the gold color looks nice.
Yeah.
I like the gold color on the S7 quite a lot.
And international model on Movistar.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking it was from Mexico because it's in Florida, down south, but it's actually Chile.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I know like Movistar, however you pronounce it, that is like a carrier for like it's in Mexico that exists there. But interesting. This is cool though. I mean, that's
And
very
surprisingly, for being a phone from South America, being from a completely different continent, it's completely region free.
Oh, yeah.
No, work with an AT&T SIM card.
Yeah,
no
those
problem.
phones are usually unlocked or like totally region free, so that's nice.
And then here's the S7 Edge.
Oh, this is awesome. I have not. All of my S7 Edges are in terrible condition. I'm jealous. It's just got a couple scratches on it, but
Yeah.
other than that,
And the back's cracked, but
oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh yeah, it's weird. It's like when you can't even really feel. Well, you can feel the cracks, but you really have to run your nails underneath it. This is crazy.
the battery on that thing is horrible.
Aw.
I probably will replace it at some point. I gotta replace the one in my other black S7
Yeah.
because that back is starting to lift up.
Oh no.
So that's a thing. But that is everything.
Good stuff. I must say, I'm quite pleased with what I was
So
given.
now that I have the S22 Ultra back, let's attempt the bypass with this different software. All right, S22 Ultra is back, so let's just start plugging it in.
I never mess with this stuff, so I mean, I only mess with do the talk pack bypasses, so this is beyond my skill set.
Yeah. All right, so let's start. What is it? I think it's okay. That's the original phone number. We don't need that. Star pound, £6. I think that's IMEI. Is it star pound 0? I cannot remember what it is. I gotta look that up.
Which code is it?
To get to the tester menu.
Oh, let me check. I would not know off the top of my head. That is not my pen. That is not my pen. That is my pen. I always try to type it really fast, and I can usually do it. It's this.
Star pound 0 star pound. Also confusing. Anyways, all right. Now let's try that. Hey.
So is this how it's supposed to work? It's just supposed to remove it, like when it's on the test menu?
Apparently, yeah.
Huh. Very
I
interesting.
don't know. All right, it's reading. Sometimes it can be slow, but
That's okay.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it.
I mean, if that's all it takes to get it to like be bypassed, I will be shocked. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
I don't.
it.
A device attached to the system is not functioning. Huh. Okay. Click OK when done. All right. Error. The port COM6 does not exist. What? Failed.
Do you have to do the second one where it says August 2022 security? I don't know how new the security patch on that phone is.
No device selected. Well, that would help. What? All right. Let me try. Actually, let me go through the actual Google menu. Just get to I know. Unauthorized attempt. Shut your face. Oh, I need Wi-Fi. That might be my problem.
Oh, dang.
Then let me do that. And hope that it actually... System certificates, domain.
Getting anything but an iPhone and a laptop on this school's Wi-Fi is a pain.
Yeah, seriously. This Asus, I swear to God, in this build, well, actually, honestly, everywhere, it's been disconnecting from this Wi-Fi every half hour.
That is so weird. What the heck?
It's so annoying.
My laptop has been behaving fine, thankfully, but I know my phone, the same thing happened in the old building, or like at night it'll just get really swirly and I'll just disconnect, or else I have to disconnect to actually use my phone, or else the Wi-Fi is just totally useless.
All right, connected. Yeah, that may have been our problem. Is Noah?
Perhaps. Yeah. So I have no idea how this bypass works.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it may not work, but I would think since there was no other way to do the J7 Star before, and going through USB debugging and all that, just kind of did it like that.
Yeah.
I would assume this works.
Yeah, you can give it a try, honestly. See what happens.
Because what it'll do is it'll bypass the entire setup screen. It won't even you'll have to enter the Google account later.
That's cool.
So actually, let's start it before we do. Alright, it found everything. Go to emergency dialer.
Honestly, this is more progress than last time.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like more's happening this time, which is cool.
Fail. Damn it! Alright, let's just quickly try. Is it really that new?
It might be.
It's on 13, I'm pretty sure. Damn. Okay, so it wants me to do it for this. Okay. Reaching out on the screen. Set. Reading fail. What? Sending ADB exploit. How many times is it gonna do this?
Good question. Hopefully not just forever.
Kinda looks like that way.
Yeah, it does. Uh-oh.
What? What is happening?
That's weird.
I don't know. Alright, well then we're gonna have to consult the Discord server.
Well, dang. Sad it didn't work.
Damn. Yeah, it just stopped. Alright.
That's sad.
Wow. Huh. Alright, I'll probably play around with it a little bit more, but...
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, well now that we have that done, I'm going to try to get this Phone Diving Adventures edited in the 4 days I have before the September Phone Diving Adventures. This episode is going to be really long, I already know it. That's just how it's going to be. So, yeah, hopefully we eventually find a way to get the S22 Ultra bypassed so I can actually use it as my main Android phone. I found the program I was using, it's kind of an old version. The newest version is like 4.7 and I was on 3.3. Only downloading it like a month ago. I don't know how. So maybe that'll fix things. We'll see. But yeah. But with everything being said, that is going to wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'm in a new space. Yeah, if you didn't already notice. So that is going to be that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on all my socials. You guys know what to do. All kinds of simple at this point. And I want to use it. I really want to use it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.